What is up, guys? How you doing? Welcome back to the channel. And in today's video, we are going to clean the studio. So when you are seeing this, I will be at Grandma's. I am watching her, I'm recording this on the 13th, the audio anyways. So I will be there for 9 days, and I wanted to make sure you guys had a video. So you have a video tomorrow, Saturday. And then obviously you're going to have a video on Wednesday, which is the one you're currently watching. So the first half of this video is sped up because it was super long, and it is just me cleaning and organizing the studio. And I have since then, of course, cleaned the studio 1,000 more times. We are currently working on the bracelets for Easter, and so at the end of this video, you're going to see just a bunch of scrap yarn that I've ended up using and getting out of the stash. My goal is to have at least 50 of each color, but the blue multi-skein you're going to see actually made 60 bracelets, so it is what it is. We have dark blue, light blue, dark green, pink, and purple left. So I'm not too stressed about it. We got plenty of time. It is on the list though to make. I did not even realize Bailey was blocking the camera there. My bad. Everything I'm bringing to Grandma's. I have John's blankets in my hallway. I'm going to bring that. The custom order, the yarn finally came in for it, so we need to focus on that. I brought yarn for pickles, chicken nuggets, and of course the yarn to make the bracelets. I doubt I'm going to finish all that. If I finish all that for whatever reason, I have the yarn for the t-shirts, and I haven't shown you guys that yet, but let me explain what I'm doing. Okay, I went ahead and added some pictures of what I'm doing at the very end. So basically, if you guys don't know, the USA, I can't speak about the other countries, but the USA has so much overconsumption, so much waste and pollution, and it's just getting a lot. And obviously our channel's not about that, so we're not going to go into details about what's happening with the world, but I thought it would be fun and interesting to thrift t-shirts and upcycle them to be crochet pieces so that I could still sell them at my store. It's helping the environment, and it's getting rid of some of my acrylic yarn. Once I figured out what I was doing, I actually really enjoyed doing this. Now, at first, I did like a granny stitch, 3 double crochet clusters. I didn't like the way that looked, so I got rid of it, and then I went back to my signature mesh style. So the first shirt, the main body, is the actual t-shirt, and you cut off the sleeves and crochet the sleeves on. And then I didn't want to waste the other, the part of the sleeves I cut off, so I made a mesh, crop top part. And then I began the crochet mesh sleeves just like the original. And then at the bottom, I actually connected the old sleeve with the new sleeve I crocheted. And I think it looks really unique. And it's definitely an interesting style. I was able to use up a bunch of yarn. Unfortunately, not all of it, but I was working with a 1 pound of yarn, so nothing crazy. I actually picked shirts based off of 2 things. 1, how cheap was it? And 2, did I think I had a color that would match it in my stash? Because not only are we trying to obviously bust the stash, we're trying to, thrift and all that good stuff. I did take pictures of all of the tags and all that good stuff so I could tell you pricing, but I haven't had time to make a video on it. So I tried to stick with the color of the day, so the prices of the shirts were 50% off. So a lot of the shirts I only ended up paying $1.50 $2.50. I did get 3 or 4 that were full price $5 just because I really enjoyed them. So yeah, and uh, out of all the shirts and all the yarn, I only needed to buy 3 skeins of yarn, if I'm not mistaken. So the first color I bought was a denim blue, and it was just because the one shirt I had, it's more like a denim-y, and none of my blues were the right blue. I bought a dark navy blue because I got a blue and white striped shirt, but if you look closely or from afar, it looks black. But I used AI and it said it was a dark navy, and I just didn't have the correct color in my arsenal. And then the last one I got, this is all Big Twist, by the way. The last color I got was a Big Twist in a minty color, because as you can see right there on the screen, I have a neon green, and I've got light green, and I got plenty of blues, but I didn't have anything that was mint, and the shirt was very minty. Like, it was obviously a mint color, so those are the 3 I bought. I am actually very concerned for our world right now. Let me tell you why. Well, getting into politics, of course, because we don't talk about that here. Gas, where I am, is almost $4. My mom got a full cart of groceries. That was $200. I went to Michael's. I got 2 skeins, count them, 2 skeins of yarn with a coupon, $26. I was going to get a Caron 1-pounder in the gray to better match one of the other shirts. They're almost up to $14. They used to be $11.99, and now pretty much every single skein, like in that style, like the Caron ones, anything with the Caron like name is up to $14. And that is absolutely crazy. I had to order a skein online of brunette and a light brown for the custom order. $20 to get this skein of yarn here. 20. And I didn't actually do the math. I don't even know that's going to be enough. I'm hoping it's enough, because if not, I'm in trouble. But yeah, the world is getting crazy. So now it's more important than ever to focus on the yarn I have lying around and not really buy any more yarn, because we really don't need it. By the way, in this next clip, you're really just going to be seeing my butt, so apologies. But yeah, I think I have plenty of yarn for all the projects I want to do. And if I do finish all my projects, I have the blankets. So I've got plenty to work on. I will not be bored the next 9 days. Obviously, the main goal is going to be to focus on the the custom order. But that isn't actually done. It doesn't need to be done until like April, May. So yeah. But we're going to focus on that. But I do want to focus on making pickles and chicken nuggets. Chicken nuggets are kind of on the... I still have a full set. So we're not really too worried about that. I'm more worried about the pickles. But yeah. Definitely want to make at least a pickle a day, because by my calculations, the green tray that I got is the same size as the red one, and so I'm thinking we're gonna need at least 5 or 6 pickles to completely fill the basket. And how I'm figuring out pricing is 4 times 5 is 20. So that would be the same price as the chicken nuggets. So 4 chicken nuggets and a set is going to be 20, and 5 chicken nuggets is going to be obviously 25. So I'm thinking for the pickles, maybe 5 for 20 and 6 for 25 or 24. I feel like that seems fair enough, but that's a lot of pickles. So we'll see, because they're tiny, but we'll see if 4 is better or 5. We gotta figure out what's going on. I can't actually show you, but my yarn shelf in the corner, well, it's looking a little chaotic, but, it is looking a lot denser? Is that the right word? It's not looking as cluttered. Now, most of the yarn is on the floor, but it is looking a lot better. I'm excited to clean it and organize it when I get back. I've got my cutting board, my rotary cutter. I've got stitch markers, eyes, hooks galore. I've got my interchangeable hooks and my normal set of hooks. Yeah, I think I am set. Hopefully, because I'm not coming back. And the guy for the custom pant order came. He absolutely loved them. I don't know if I showed you guys the custom bunny that I made in the like light blue brunette, but they have not come back yet. Since I'm going to be at grandma's though, I did write on the sign to go across the road to my neighbor, and she's got the bunny. So, yeah. Hopefully they come. If they come, they're going to come on a Sunday. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I have been just working on a bunch of different stuff, trying to keep it going. I also really want to play my new video games, but there's just not enough time in the day, you know. That purple mandala yarn that I got. So there's a really sweet vendor who's supporting my business, and he asked if I would ever make a poncho, or if I've ever made a poncho. And I said no, I've never made a poncho before, but he said he loves purple, so I'm gonna make, in my spare time, I'm gonna make him a poncho. I don't know how to like measure it out, if that makes sense. So gonna have to play around with the size, make sure it's the right size, because I did not ask for his size measurements. I probably should have, but it is what it is. Oh yes, the drift octopus. I loved making those drift octopuses, but they're not selling. They're currently priced at $25, and I thought that was fair, but maybe they're not. So maybe I should bump them down to 20. I'll leave your comments in the down below. I really do need to make some axolotls as well. I don't think I packed any chenille yarn. I'm looking at my pink yarn right there. Maybe I'll grab one skein of those and I can make some axolotls. I bought a pattern for a mini axolotl so that I could fill up a minis bucket with it. And yeah. The displayer that's in my booth now for like to hold my clothes, people are actually like moving stuff around and like looking at the clothes in there, and it's actually working out really great. All of the clothes in there are my clothes, like they're the sleeves and the thrifted clothes, like they all have some type of crochet element. It's not just like clothes, you know. But yeah, people have actually been like looking at them and like moving the hangers around, and I'm like, oh, it's working. I did get the displayer for free. So originally the other vendor who was selling stuff had it, and then when she left, she gave it to my other neighbor, and his booth is designed differently than my booth. His is more square, where mine is more not rectangle, like a full rectangle, but maybe like a half rectangle. So the displayer fit better in my booth than his booth. So he's like, just take it. I want it out of my way. So I'm like, okay. Don't have to tell me twice. I will gladly take it off your hands for you. Here is the pants in all its glory. We did use the polyester cotton acrylic for the draw strap. So yeah. And here is that yarn. That's the one that made the 60. And then this pink was so thin that I had to double strand it. But yeah. Here's what we're looking like. And yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you guys probably not on Saturday, probably on next Wednesday. I hope you guys had a great day. One of the videos talks about my birthday. I know we're in March now, but the video never got posted. So, and here's the shirts. There's 2 shirts there. But yeah, they're so cute. Okay, bye.